Good day, everyone, and welcome to the Energetics Academy, where you will get basic trainings and learn valuable insights to know and grow your business. Thank you for joining us, and the training today is establishing contacts. It will take around 40 to 45 minutes, and basically, I'm going to take you through the establishing contacts part of your business, the first impression, breaking the ice, setting the goals, and defining target groups to build your team. Before we begin, it's important to keep in mind that in energetics, just like in direct selling and network marketing, it's like any other business. There are some people who are actually very successful at it, and others that might not be so successful or are less successful. And one of the key elements that you will find among the most successful people in any career, it doesn't matter which career it is that they really actually know their business and how to do it. And how did they get to that point? You may ask. Well, they got there by constant training and applying what they learned. So this is why these trainings are so important to take them and to apply them in every day in your business. So these trainings will guide you to basically set the groundwork to build a successful business. And the next step, of course, which would be the applying part of what you have learned, is up to you. And basically, you go out there and you put into practice consistently, and you will get yourself sales and new recruits, and you will have a motivated team if you really apply what you have learned. Everything you've learned in the Energetics Academy comes from direct experiences from successful consultants all around. And we actually share in these trainings what works and what has worked time and time again for many people all over the years. So let's begin. Establishing contacts is the first part of a three-part training that is basically, the first one is this one, then the other one is making phone calls, and then the third one is the one-to-one meeting. All of them are quite important, and I would suggest to take them all as they become available. So at the end of this presentation, you will know who you want to contact basically, and when and how to do so. You will have your magic sentences, and we will learn what a magic sentence is. And you will be ready to launch yourself towards establishing those contacts with confidence. The success of any business starts with making that one contact. Just think about how you got into energetics. You know, that initial contact that you had with your sponsor. What made you say yes? What were the things that you noticed when you first came into the business? And every business, there is always that initial contact, which is actually very important. So we want to become very proficient at establishing those contacts. So we have every day, as part of our daily lives, we have a lot of contacts with many people, whether it be at a grocery store, at the doctor's office, at school. You can be at the park, elevator, shopping mall, at the gym. There's many things that each of us do in our daily lives that actually put us into contact with many people. And when somebody or a lot of people, when you come to mind and say what contacts do you have that in order to start your business, many people say, well, I don't have a lot of contacts. But the thing is that every day we actually don't notice how many contacts or how many people we are bumping into or basically talking throughout the day. And it's basically a part of our daily lives, like eating and moving and many other things. So the challenge in establishing contacts is to transfer everyday activities. So every time you go to the mall or you're at the park or no matter where you are, the challenge is to transform that, to transfer that activity into your professional life and establish business contacts, not only just normal contacts, but with the same certainty. The first impression is very crucial. Everyone that comes in contact with you comes in contact with your business, because in energetics, you are your business, you are your presentation. And even if it's only with a business card, every contact, every first impression that you make, everybody is a potential customer, and a customer is an advertiser for you, and also a potential new consultant. So the first impression is very crucial. It just takes just seconds to decide, for a person to decide on that first impression if they're going to keep talking to you or not, and to basically have within the first 10 seconds a judgment of whether of that person that will have of you. So the first impression is very crucial, because you will not get a second opportunity to make a first impression. So how do you make your first impression always a positive one? Well, you have to make a commitment to be your best in every detail of your business. This includes from your appearance to every material you hand out, even your business cards, when you send your emails, how you talk about your products, the print material that you give to that person. Everything basically is something that is you're handing out, that it's your business that the person is getting a glimpse of. So it's very important to always have everything very well prepared. First, the visual language, which is what you project for a person, a contact that you first see. So what does it say about you? What does your clothes, what do your nails say about you? Looking professional is very important in business. So this is a crucial part. Just look here on tips of what to wear, which make you actually look more professional, and what not to wear. Of course, if it depends on where you are. If you're at a sports event, then wear sportive clothes, but that also look professional. The point is that looking professional and the way you look, it will inspire confidence in your prospect, in the person you're meeting. It doesn't matter where you are, because your prospects are actually everywhere. So you want to always do your best and look your best in order to inspire that confidence and that feeling that the person will basically say, yes, I want to either buy or join business with this person. So that is actually very important, what you wear. And here are some examples of what business professional attire is: business casual, and these are all okay things to be wearing, whether it be for just a normal meeting, if you're going to a networking event, if you're going to wherever you're going, you want to basically look your best and look professional, because in this business you have contacts everywhere. As I mentioned prior, everywhere, even waiting in line at the pharmacy. So it's very important to always look your best, and it's not only in the clothes you wear, but the way you stand, the way you walk, the energy level which you have, and the confidence which you project yourself. So sticking to the physical aspect of that first impression, you want to again inspire confidence and a good verbal communication, a good attitude, your posture, you want to smile with person, make eye contact, you want to inspire in your words and in your projection that you are a good business person and a trustworthy one. And also with the material that you use, your jewelry, always wear the jewelry. That's one of the 3 steps, right? Wear the jewelry, sell the jewelry, and find people to wear the jewelry and sell the jewelry. That's the the 3 easy steps. So you always want to have the jewelry, wearing the jewelry, and your jewelry should always look very nice. Wear your best jewelry, because people will ask you about the jewelry you're wearing. And if you're presenting your jewelry and you don't have your jewelry on, that does not create a good impression, because if you don't use your product, which is actually a great product, then the person will automatically say, well, where is the jewelry? Where can I see it? So it's very important. That's the first step. You have to wear your jewelry, and you will see that people will like what you're wearing. And the display that you use, if you have like in the picture, the roller and the pillow packs and anything that you have your jewelry, no matter how big your jewelry display is, or smaller jewelry displays which you take in your purse, no matter what you have as your display case, be sure that it looks clean and it looks nice, that the jewelry is organized, because that also adds to the impression that the person will have of your business. The flyers that you hand out, we have beautiful flyers designed with that purpose, that you don't have to take the time to design your own flyers or print your own flyers, because the quality of the flyers is very important. And to maintain that aspect of professionally designed flyers, catalogs, and business cards is very important for your business. You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about creating all this promotional material. It's created for you. You just have to use it for your business. This is very simple. You have everything you need to do your business, and so that you can focus on the impression you make and on selling and getting new recruits. So it's very important to always have something to hand out to your prospects, preferably catalogs. If it's more you're going to hand out to a lot of people, then you do the flyers. And your business cards is very important, because it shows the people keep the business cards, and it shows a lot of a professional character in you. If you have a display or whatever you have regarding to show your jewelry, it's best to have the corporate colors like blue and white. Other colors to complement, not to be the main ones, but are the red and light gray. Those also could work or do work well, because red is part of the corporate color, but just not it shouldn't be the main color, because it makes it look really energetics, having the blue and white. So what attributes could be important for a prospect to see in you? Think about as well at what attributes you see in other people, you liked about your sponsor, you didn't like maybe about somebody when they presented you a business or a product for that matter. So you really have to think about the aspects and the attributes that you like and the ones you want to project. First, one of them is leadership. When you're going into a business with somebody, this is particularly important when you are talking about the business. Not so much for selling, but for the business part, it's very important, because you want, when a person goes into the business with you, they want to know that they're brand new. they don't know about the business. They might have a lot of experience in direct selling and network marketing, but not directly in energetics because they're just starting. So they want to know that the person that they're coming into the business with is actually somebody that can help them along the way. And that's important to have. Also, friendliness. You don't want to keep this strictly business. You really want to know the person and listen to the person and know what they want, because after all, this business is a people's business. You want to have a good and friendly environment for every person that comes into your business, because this is what keeps your business growing and solid. You want to have that not so strict, environment with the people that you go in. And basically nobody wants to go into a business willingly, say I'm going to go into the business with somebody that's not very friendly. The knowledge is very important. That's why we have created the Energetics Academy, and also not only the knowledge that you take in your trainings here. As we say, successful people have one characteristic in common, and that's they know the business. There are many ways of getting training in and knowing the business, and this is just one of them. And knowing about your product, whether it be about the jewelry or knowing about the compensation plan, knowing about everything that you need to know about your business, takes some time, which is understandable, but it's important to always keep growing and always try to find a way of getting more information. The accessibility is also very important. Somebody has to have that, wants to have the feeling that they can reach you, that you are willing and open to talk to. It's very important as well. Nice personality, that's a given. Honesty, you want to be honest with the person, because that inspires trust. So if you are with somebody and there are many questions that might come along and you don't know an answer, it's okay. You can say, listen, that's a very good question, I will find out. But don't make it up. Just be completely honest with the person. You don't have to say I don't know if that you're not comfortable with it, but you can just say that's a very nice question, I will ask, and be honest with the person. Responsibility. A key aspect in any business is working with a responsible person. Enthusiasm, especially in this business, you come. Many people that join the business are people that work from a full-time job. Maybe they're even not happy so much in their job. So this is a way of them basically taking their time away from that job, which doesn't actually offer a lot of enthusiasm. And this is a way, you want to be with somebody that if you're not feeling good, or if a day doesn't go so well, that will bring you back up again. And this is why the team is very important. And this is something that you feel many times. You feel, oh, I really liked the enthusiasm that the person had about the business. She maybe didn't know everything about the business, but you know what? I love the enthusiasm and the passion that she put into the business, or him. It's a very good quality. And also hardworking, of course. So you should do an assessment of yourself. What do people appreciate about you? What is your trademark? We cannot be, all of the attributes might not be our strongest suits, but let's do a self-assessment and say which ones are my strongest attributes, and that will be your winning card. If you say, well, I don't know much about the business, but I'm really enthusiastic about it and I'm really hardworking, then you have what you have and what are your strongest things that you can offer. So identify them so that you know this. And this you will get by feedback from the people that you've worked with, by friends, by family. You will know what are your strengths. So now going into breaking the ice, which is actually one of the parts that many people say, oh, I don't know how to break the ice. Well, it's actually very simple, much simpler than many people put it out to be. And we do it all the time. Many of us do it all the time, and we don't even notice it sometimes. But here are some examples that basically simple opening lines that facilitate the approach to people. Like, for example, if you see a woman that looks very nice and she has lovely nails, you can say, oh, I love your nails. People always love compliments, especially women, right? We love compliments, so it will never be something that it's taking wrong. You can say, I can see that you love nice jewelry. I actually love that, because when you compliment somebody on the jewelry, then you're already talking about jewelry. So it's already your business about magnetic jewelry. It's already entering into the conversation with just that opening line. If you're at school, or if you see somebody with kids, oh, in what grade are your kids in? And then this is something that people feel okay talking about, and they will actually respond and say, oh, they're in 4th grade or so. It's a good opening line. And, oh, do you come here often? Or, what a beautiful hairstyle. Like I said, compliments are always good. There's nothing better than a flattering compliment. The key is to listen, because in what the person tells you, there will be a lot of information. A lot of people in the conversation might offer, oh yes, when you say, do you come here often? And then it goes on to say, oh, what do you do for a living? And then they talk about their job. Maybe they say they're not happy where they are, or maybe they say, no, I'm a stay-at-home mom. You're getting valuable information on how you can later talk about, or go with talking about the jewelry, and also talking about the business. So the key is to listen to what they have to say. So in breaking the ice, there are suitable topics to talk about. You can talk about sports and hobbies. This is just like a date. There's some like a first date. You're not gonna go into controversial topics. You keep it light, but it's very important, because in every contact that you have, instead of, and this is very important to keep in mind about this training, because in every contact that you have daily, you have two choices. You can either talk about, for example, sports or hobbies, or the weather, and leave it at that, or start with an opening line that is within a suitable topic, and lead it to something that will actually grow your business, and possibly also grow the business of the other person, because you are offering them an opportunity. If the person does not join the business, that's okay, because they are prospects and prospective customers that will buy your products. So it's your choice. Every time you open a line, you're making a contact with somebody, you have a choice of whether to just talk about whatever you want to talk about, or the person wants to talk about, or actually introduce your business to grow your business. And you're actually keep in mind that you're actually offering a great product that the person will mostly love, that the person can receive a benefit from the magnets, and also they can improve their lifestyle should they join the business. So it's very important that in every contact that you make, you keep that in mind. Don't lose the opportunity. So the suitable topics are those. Never, of course, talk about politics, religion, racial issues, illnesses, very personal matters, or global threats. This is a no-no because these are actually very controversial, and they're not very good to talk to people about, especially when you want, especially to prospective customers or prospective clients. This is very important. So the magic sentences. Yes, we have magic sentences, and these are unique phrases that spark interest in others. Everybody has a magic sentence, and everybody's is different. So this is very interesting. We call it magic because when you say it, it's just like magic. It works, and it's like you get the desired result. So what are the characteristics of a magic sentence? Well, the words can exert their magic in any situation. Basically, it applies in any situation. They suit your personality. Magic sentences, you should always look within yourself which are the ones that work for you, because sometimes a magic sentences of somebody does not necessarily work for you. So find your magic sentences, and we will give you the tips on how to do so. They make a commitment but leave the other person completely free. And they are charming and arouse the interest of the other person. And make it easier for you to approach people wherever you happen to be. It's very important that doesn't matter where you are, you can easily approach people. Examples of a magic sentences. Let's say you are in a home party, very nice, and then you got a contact from that home party. After that home party, one of the magic sentences, because the magic sentence is not always the same for everybody. You know, it depends on the situation. So maybe after a home party, a magic sentence that could work is, oh, you were so enthusiastic during the home party. It was lovely, really getting to know you. I'd like to meet you so we can talk about the possibilities of earning extra income with energetics. You see, you are basically like I say, it's about making a commitment, but you leave the other person completely free. So that is something that the person will not feel like they have to do something. They have the choice, but at the same time, if they don't want to, it's okay, you know? But it's something that opens the door for you, and most usually the person it finds it friendly and nice to hear. So it's something very positive. Also, with somebody you know, a magic sentence could be, hey, I thought of you because I know you don't particularly enjoy your present work, and I think starting with energetics would really suit you. This is more somebody that you know, or somebody that you know in fact doesn't enjoy their work. This is why it's important to listen to the people, because this is where you will get the most information on how you can open and have an open conversation with them and get them to basically join your team or buy the product from you. Another example, if it's somebody randomly which you just happen to meet, you can say you gave me such good advice. It's quite likely I can offer you a great opportunity to improve your income. Can I tell you more about it sometime? See, you're making that person think, and you're complimenting them as well. You can also say, if in this case it's advice, but you can say, oh, you know, which happens a lot actually. You can say, oh, I don't know, you gave me such a good vibe that, you know, I would love to offer you a great opportunity to improve your income. Can I tell you more about it sometime? So that is something as well. If you're like in a shop, a small shop or something like that, or any shop that you know energetics would be a good product to sell at that shop, you can go to the owner of the shop and you say, oh, you have such a lovely shop. I've got another marvelous marvelous product for you here that you could add to your range and would attract new customers to your shop. It's interesting, isn't it? And that is something that the person will probably say, oh, let me, I want to see more. It opens the door. Somebody, a magic sentence for somebody to in order to get recommendations from the contacts that you already have, or from people that you just meet, but you know already by what they're saying that they might not join the business or so, but that person is not, is also a person that will that may get you recommendations which are very good. So you can say, do you know anyone who enjoys the fields of health and beauty? You know, this people will respond to it, and it's a very good magic sentence. So find your magic sentence. What is your magic sentence? Think of at least one, you know, and put it into practice, because you will get to see what works and what works for you and what doesn't work. These are just examples of ideas. Talk to your sponsor and other members of your team. If you don't have a team, then talk to your sponsor and get together with other members of the Energetics team, and you know, exchange ideas and exchange what has worked for them. And trust me, you will find with peer communication that magic sentence which suits you. And best is put it into practice, not one or two times, but consistently, because here, you know, it's about, you know, doing it consistently. If you say, oh, I contacted 2 people and they didn't want to join the business, well, that's great. You know, you're 2 no's away, then you're closer to a yes. So not everybody that you contact will want to join the business. This is completely reasonable. That person might not want to join now, but they might want to join later on. So maybe it's a no now, but it's a yes later. Contacts are very important for any business. So they're potential clients and potential new recruits and team members. So preparing for success. You should ask yourself, what is my goal? And what kind of people you want in your team, and where do you find these people? What is your goal is very important, because without a goal, you won't know if you're being successful or not. Because if you don't know which direction you want to go in, then how do you know if you've reached what you want or not? So always, as with any business, you know, every business has a vision, and your goal is your vision. Where do you want to be, and what do you want to do and to reach in the business? And we will talk about establishing goals a little further along, because it's very important. What kind of people I want in my team? We'll talk about that too. Okay, so an example of a goal to grow your business is, how many new consultants will I have this month? A goal might be, I want 2 new consultants this month, or 3 new consultants this month at a marketing director level. So it's a goal to reach. How many in 6 months, and how many in a year? It's important that you set goals, short term and long term. A goal can be winning an incentive, making a certain amount of personal sales during a month. And when you have a goal, you get it to a year, because it's a nice timing. And once you have your yearly goal, then you go and you prepare your monthly based on your yearly goal. You prepare your monthly and then a weekly goal. It's the best way in order to track your results. For example, your goal should be specific. Like, for example, I will recruit new consultants because I want to increase my income through team building. The second in SMART rule is it should be measurable. Like, for example, this month I will have a total of could be 1, 2, 3, even 10 new consultants in my first level. It should be measurable. You cannot just say, I just want a lot of consultants, new consultants in my first level, because it cannot be measured. A lot can actually not be measured. What is a lot to you? A lot can be 3 new consultants, or even 1 new consultant, or your measurable goal could be 5. It depends, but you have to make it measurable how many new consultants you want. Or in the case of personal sales, I want to sell X amount during this month. It's measurable. You can know if you reach it or not because it's measurable. The third of the SMART rule is ambitious. Ambitious is very relative, because if you're just starting the business, ambitious can be something, and if you're already in the business at a certain level, then it can be ambitious to another level. Like for example, I will reach international marketing director during the next blank months. If you just started the business, you can say, I will reach marketing director, I will reach international marketing director during the next 2 months. It's quite ambitious, so it should be something that it's ambitious, but like in the fourth, realistic. It should be realistic. If you already marketing director for the past 6 months, then it's not ambitious to say, oh, I want to be international marketing director, because you have already been. It's something that you should keep doing, but then set a higher goal than that as well, because you should aim always higher than what you have already achieved. Okay, so also it should be realistic. I will generate X amount of money in personal sales and X amount of money in residual income, which is the income from your team. So again, it should be realistic. If you are generating right now, let's say $3,000 a month in personal sales, and then you say by next month I want to do $50,000, that's, I'm not saying it's impossible, because it is, but it's not realistic within that time period. It's something you have to build. So it should be realistic yet ambitious, okay? And also time. This is one of, it should not be missed, It has to have a timing. You should not say, I want to just have 2 new consultants or 3 new consultants, or sell X amount of products, or if you don't have the timing which you wanted. It's very important that it's time. Defining target groups. Who should I have in my team? The most common answer is actually everybody. When you first think about, oh, I want to grow my business, oh, I want everybody to join. But there are certain things to think about, because actually you do have to define certain characteristics that the people that you want in your business should have. It's actually not everyone, and we'll show you how to define a little bit about these target groups and how important this is, because you want to focus your efforts on going I think to straighter, I guess, or more directly on reaching those people, instead of just spreading out everywhere. You can focus the direction on the people you want to join your business, and basically maximize the time that you are putting into. So what do you seek in them? Well, of course, they should have certain purchasing power. Of course, energetics is affordable luxury. It is within the reach of many, many people. And because it's jewelry, it's imitation jewelry, and it's high quality, but it's also very accessible to many people. But the people should be able to at least by the jewelry. Also very driven, a person that maybe does not have a lot of resources but is driven and has a drive, wants to do something. And that's, I think, one of the most important qualities in a person that wants that you want in your team, basically. Some time available. The person doesn't actually have to have a lot of time available. We have many consultants that have a full-time job and they cannot do energetics in their job, but they're actually very successful. Just dedicating half an hour to 1 hour a day, sometimes even not straight through the day. Maybe it's 3 minutes here or 5 minutes there while they're at their lunch. So there is some time available, but doesn't have to have a lot of time. Just some time available. If they have a lot of time, then even better. Also willing to work. Sometimes you approach people and you see right off the bat that the person just is not a person willing to work, to do any work whatsoever. So this is something that it's very hard to change in somebody. So you want somebody that, like I said, sometimes they don't have to have all the resources or the best knowledge or anything, but they're willing to do the work and willing to learn. A good appearance is also important. Somebody that, as we mentioned in the first impression, that keeps themselves professionally. That's very important. And pleasant and friendly. Nobody wants to be around negative people. You want to have a team, whether it is you and that person alone. A team can be as big or as small as it is. It doesn't matter. A team can be just two people. And if that person is within your team, you will like that person to be pleasant and friendly. Just like that person, they join the business because you're pleasant and friendly, and they saw that in you. So like I said, nobody wants to be around negative people because sometimes, this is a business and you have a lot of positive experiences. And when you have some time that you need like a reinforcement, you want to have somebody that helps you pull through. So it's very, I think, a very nice environment to have that somebody that is friendly. And of course, similar, like the qualities we mentioned in making the first impression. In this case, it's in the reverse, what you would like people to have in your team. And it's important not to devote, just all your energy to people that are not on your target group. Maybe some of these qualities, it's also important to keep in mind. If you have somebody that is very negative all the time and everything, just don't devote that much time or all your energy in that person, because it will just bring you down. And maybe those some qualities that you seek in people, that person doesn't have them all, but maybe not at this moment, but keep the door open, because there is room for people to develop these qualities which you work with, which you want to work with. And it's important to not devote all of your energy to bringing that person uh, around, but keeping also the door open, because it's still a good contact. So where to find your prospects? Of course, other than anywhere you are, um, you you go everywhere you go. There are prospects all around, potential clients, potential new members to your group, and this is very important to always keep in mind. You also find new prospect at home parties. Home parties are a perfect way to get people that you don't know, because maybe the host, but the host is the one that brings the guests. So these are new prospects for your business. At fairs and events, where in this case you might have a booth and you have a lot of people coming in. When you're at a fair or an event, it's very good to find a way to get the contacts from the people. Not only hand out flyers, but find a way to get the people registered. Maybe, listen, we have a special promotion. Get the contact so they give you their contact information, and you can have them after the event or after the fair. At a restaurant, through social media, you have a lot of your friends in social media, and the friends of your friends are also new prospects. At the bank, either waiting in line or just basically doing your normal transactions. At the shopping mall, oh my god, how many people have we known to be at the shopping mall, and then they actually get sales in the same shopping mall while they're shopping. So this is a great opportunity. Also in the gym, gyms are great. People are exercising. This is a product that helps in your well-being. So this is very good place. Also in the school, in the university, you name it. It's just everywhere you go. Take the experience from and ask other consultants where it has been the strangest place where they have gotten prospects, and you will actually find very interesting answers, and some of them are even quite funny. So this is the importance of getting together with either your sponsor. If you're just starting out and you don't have a group, they'll then get together with your sponsor and exchange these conversations. This is part of your training, so it's very important, even if it's by phone, to keep in contact with the team members and the Energetics family. So the tip is always, this is like the 3 easy steps that we always talk about. Always wear your Energetics jewelry and carry with you flyers, catalogs, business cards, and if you can, a small display. The roller or any type of small display that you can carry around your purse is always very good. Trust me, the day that you have a very good prospect and you're talking and you don't have at least catalogs or flyers or a business card to hand out, you will be sorry. You will say, oh my god, why didn't I have this? So always be prepared, because here this is not like I go to my office and work and this is the only where I work. Your office is actually everywhere, because you are your own business and you move around. So always be prepared with at least flyers and catalogs, and wearing the jewelry is very, very important. So summarizing the points and the key to success in establishing contacts is: make contact with people wherever you go. Always be prepared to make an excellent first impression. Dare to break the ice with flattering compliments. This is very, what's the worst that can happen? That you make a sale and make money. So practice to perfection your magic sentences. The only way that you will know which magic sentences work for you is actually trying them out, and not trying them out by yourself. It has to be, using them, and you will get it. So like they say, it's practice, practice, practice. And set your goals with the SMART rule. And most of all, of course, have fun. This is a very fun business, and the more fun you have, the more approachable you will be, and the more people will want to join with you and want to buy from you, because in the end, everybody, feels that and feels your energy and your enthusiasm when you project it like that. So always be sure to have fun. Even the biggest and most successful businesses started establishing a contact. So go ahead and make your contacts with success. And remember that your name is opportunity, because you're offering every prospective person the chance for wellness, for beauty, and for actually a profitable and fun business to start up. So always remember, you're offering a very, very good opportunity to everybody that you talk with. So the plan of action, you have just learned very good insights on establishing contacts. So now write down what you have learned. It's a very good suggestion so that you don't forget and then you retain better what you have learned today. And write down what are your next steps. Don't leave it at this training. Go out there and just go get your contacts. So thank you for joining us. I really hope that you got to know more about establishing the contacts. If you have any questions, you can always contact your sponsor to help you, or even contact us here at Energetics Customer Service, and we'll be glad to give you more information as well. Remember that practice and repetition are what will get you to master this subject or any other subject. So start applying it, and you can watch it again, this training, to get what you might have missed the first time around. Okay, so repetition is also a good key. Practice and then watch it again and see what you missed. Also remember to keep it simple and to stick to the 3 easy steps, as we have mentioned, that are the basis of the business. Wear the jewelry, sell the jewelry, and find people to do the same, to wear the jewelry and sell the jewelry, and so on. Also, as I mentioned, keep in contact with your team. Your team is very, very important. From your sponsor, if you're just starting out, to other team members and your downline. Even if it's 1 or 2 people, stay in constant contact with them and get together with your team members, whether it be once a week or once every month, to exchange what you have learned here today and what you have learned throughout these trainings. Share the positive experiences that have worked for you, and it's good to get together and make some plans, some actual plans on how to grow your business together. If you have that group setting, perhaps even attend a fair or host a party together. It creates a very good environment. Or even if it's just making calls together, or even if it's just to celebrate reaching a goal that you reach during that week, or a good sale that you had, or a new recruit that you just signed in. So it's very good because it keeps you in a very nice environment and motivate each other. It's very, very positive. Also, remember to keep up to date with the latest news through the Energetics newsletters that we send by email. This is the best way to know what's going on and what's new, and whether it be special offers or new incentives, or tips for promoting your business, and so forth. There are many things that we use to keep you in contact and up to date with your business. Every email has something important for your business, so be sure that you read them and that you share them with your team members and your downline and your sponsor. So that's it for this training. And remember the Energetics motto: it's more successful, more powerful together. Until next time, stay energized.